Hi friends, it's Dyra. Welcome back to my channel. So I did a thing that I've never done on my own before. I trimmed my own hair. Since I'm not working in the salon with my stylist at the moment and I didn't want to wait, I decided to trim my hair on my own. Usually I'll have another stylist do it, but since my hair is so long, I decided to give it a try since I can actually push the hair forward and look at my ends as I am trimming. Now listen, I do not think that anyone should trim their own hair. However, I also live by the rule: your life, your hair, your business. It's up to you what it is that you want to do with your hair. So if you feel that you can do it, then I say by all means go ahead. Let's talk about trims for a minute though. A lot of women get scared of stylist trimming because some feel as though that stylists get scissor happy, and I get it. It's happened to me before. I have gone to the salon in the past and asked for a trim and have gotten a full haircut. While I might have needed it, it would have been nice and I would have preferred for the stylist to say, listen, this is what you need off and this is why you needed it off. But that didn't happen, so of course I was devastated. But I also feel like everything happens for a reason. So now I just use that experience with my clients. I actually show them with a hand mirror, so the mirror is up close, and I show them what they need off, why they need it off, and how it's going to help their hair. And then I wait and allow them to give me instructions onto what they want done, as opposed to taking it on my own to just trim off what they need, because you know it's up to the client to decide what they want off regardless of how I feel. And the ones that have done that, have said, hey listen, I know I need 2 inches off, but I only want ½ an inch off, and I'll say okay, I'll trim that ½ an inch. They always come back later on eventually and say, hey, you know what, just take off what I need. And then 2 months later they'll come back in and they're like, oh my gosh, my hair is so much better, I should have done this a long time ago. So you know, but it's at everyone's pace and what people are comfortable with. As I'm looking at myself chopping off my hair right here. Don't do this at home, guys. Like, let me explain something to you. To me, hair is hair. I already know that what I'm taking off is going to come back, so like you can't really tell how bad it is because the camera is not super close, but I can see it's right in my face, and those pieces were like really dry and they had split ends on them. And to me, I don't care. I prefer to have healthy hair than to have long hair with split ends. So even though I am not trimming it evenly or as even as I should have or I normally would have, I didn't care. My whole thing was not to get it even. It was more of getting rid of all the split ends that even other stylists, I guess, didn't want to cut it. Maybe they thought they should keep it even. I don't know why I had so many split ends, especially in the back, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna cut it off. It's hair, it'll grow back. But yeah, I mean, trims are important. When your ends are bad, it's difficult to detangle, because what happens is when your ends start to split, what they do is lock into each other. So even as you comb through, as soon as you pass the comb through them, they'll lock back in again. So it's like a never-ending detangling process. And not only that, I mean, they become so dry and they don't look good, no matter how much product you put in there or how much heat you apply to it. It just doesn't look bad and doesn't look healthy, and it'll ruin your style. But basically, the most important reason for a trim is to retain your hair and retain your length, if that's what you want. Now, people say, oh, you know, if you want your hair to grow, you have to trim it. But it's not the trimming that makes your hair grow. Your hair grows regardless. The fact is that the split ends break off, leaving what's left weak. So that eventually breaks off, and it just happens over and over again until you cut it, or the strands have split so high that you have half of a strand left. And if you can imagine, if that happens to a whole section of your head, let's say the left side split all the way up and then the right side split all the way down, that's how you end up having some people who haven't trimmed in a while, and one side of their hair will be high up and the other will be long, and it's because, you know, the hair just keeps splitting up and up and up until you trim it, or until it's like completely gone. So that's, you know, the main reason to get your hair trimmed, because it can go left really fast. So, you know, just trim your hair and keep it healthy. That's the best way to keep it healthy. So yeah, what do you guys think? Have you had any crazy experiences where you feel like maybe a stylist took off more than what you wanted? Make sure to leave any comments or questions down below so we can talk about it. So yeah, so basically what my method was, which I can't even say I had a method, I'm not gonna lie. What I did was just take pieces and sections and comb them forward. I try to keep my hair as straight as possible when I did take the sections, just so that I can get it as even as possible. I will eventually have somebody else trim it for me so they can clean up anything that I might not have seen, or give me some like some layers done correctly. But for the meantime, this is gonna have to work, because like I said, I'd rather have my hair healthy than to have it long and split. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. If you haven't done so, please make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button so you can get notification of when I upload my videos. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video.
I just wanna know that you are true, and baby, I trust you. I'm just so scared of all the things that you could do to break my heart. 'Cause I gotta say for someone good, and you're telling me I shouldn't worry, 'cause that someone is you. And all of the promises you made, boy, you know you'll keep. 'Cause no matter look at us when you